You're live.
We're live. Hello, everyone.
I'm smiling.
Yes, everyone is here. Liz is very festive. Check out that. Is that lights around your head?
I think it's like a little, like shiny thing.
Oh, it's very cute.
It's a Boss Babes Thanksgiving edition here.
Right. So yeah, thank you all for being with us. If this is your first time here, I think it'd be a great time just briefly just introduce yourselves. Say where you come from, what channel you're from. I said that twice. It's okay. And then maybe your name so they don't guess. I'll start. I'm Chapo. I'm from Storage Legends. And thank you for joining us.
I'm Jana, and I'm with Luckernuts, and we're glad you're here.
Who's next, me or Liz?
Who's Liz?
Little Mama with Storage Stalker. You may have seen me on his channel, but I do have a channel of my own, so don't sleep on it. And thank you for joining us.
Thrilled to have you all here. I'm George with What the Hales. See the merch in the back. It's gonna be another fun live. Thank you guys again for joining us.
Yes, thank you all. I see there's a lot of new faces in the chat. I'm sure they're all happy to be here just like we are. I see Alexis Lovejoy. That is awesome. Alexis, I've never seen your name. I don't know if anyone else can agree, but she looks like a new name. So welcome, and welcome everybody else. Oh yeah, it was nice seeing you, Victor, at the virtual. That's what they called it, the virtual free. I can't do it. That's their thing, the virtual free, but he goes, Burr! It's not good. It's not good, guys. Don't judge me. So yeah, I'm happy to have you guys for our Thanksgiving edition. I hope you guys came hungry because we have lots to talk about. So let's start off with, I don't know. Let's see. How about like a rapid question or something?
I love it.
Thanksgiving holiday spirit. Quickly now, green bean casserole or stuffing?
Stuffing.
Really? Oh, I'm the oddball out. I love green bean casserole. I don't know what it is, but stuffing can be extremely dry. And if it's dry, I'm like, oh no.
Add butter.
Add butter. There you go. Yeah, definitely the butter helps. Let's see. I don't know. This is kind of like, has nothing to do with storage units, but I always thought it would be cool to learn a little bit deeper. But like, what is something that can't be taught and can only be learned with age?
Common sense.
Yeah, I can't teach that. What about you, George?
Something that can't be taught but can only be learned by age. I think that everyone is on their own journey with life. So you're constantly running into life lessons. So just learning through your life lessons. And then another thing is you never stop learning. You're never too old to continue learning and learning something new.
It's good. It's good. I like that. I agree with George about the life lessons. I think there's lots of things you can be told, but without experiencing it, it just doesn't ring true. I would say learning to love yourself, like as a woman. I think that takes time and experience. And then also, I just think being like forgiving or accepting of others, I think that comes with experience too, the older you get. So
basically everyone's in agreement on like wisdom, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Wisdom is something that that's what I wrote down through trials. And when you cry, you learn. When you're happy, you still learn. And I also think that a smile, you learn to love your own smile, right? You don't, when you're younger, you have those ugly photos. It's like, what happened? Why didn't nobody show me that? It was the wrong way to smile. But like, you naturally grow into it. And the more you smile, the more people, I don't know, warm up to you. It's a welcoming embrace. A smile is something that, I don't know, gets like, yeah, taught with age. So yeah. Let's see. Rapid question, real quick. Netflix or Hulu?
Netflix.
I'm on a Hulu kick right now. I'm like the odd one out right now. I'm so sorry. I'm like binge watching all of these like Catfish, Jersey Shore's back on my list, Law and Order. So like Hulu's my way to go because it's the series show or like public TV series. So yeah, I like that one.
I just finished Gilmore Girls, and so I'm late on that bus. So
I like Jersey Shore.
Fist pump. I need to really hit the gym. I'm already tan and I always do laundry, so it's like the gym is the only thing missing at this point. I think I'm gonna go, but whatever. It's fine. That's what we do storage units for, right, ladies?
Right.
Our cardio. So we always talk about food because I just can't help myself.
I love it.
Oh, here's a fun one. Because we always talk about the best things about ourselves. What is the most useless talent you have that you could share with someone? Something that no one knows about. I'm making you guys think today.
My thumb does this really weird.
Love it.
I can touch my nose with my tongue.
No.
Yeah.
We got to see this.
I know. I'm like, yeah. What about you, George?
My useless talent, which I don't think is useless, is eyebrow dancing.
Oh, that's impressive.
Nice.
It's
We
not
are a very talented group here. We should hit the road with this.
what?
George, just throw out a full unibrow. So then you do it. Right? Yeah. Like the wave.
Get like the microblading in between right here.
Oh my gosh. All right. Let me stop because my eyebrows are like super bad. And anytime someone talks about eyebrows, you instantly look at the other person's eyebrows. I'm like, let's not do that right now. This is about you, George, not me. If I didn't just lift a 40-pound JVC radio, I definitely would show you, but I'm actually double jointed in my shoulders. So I can actually take my shoulder blades and like wrap them around my head back and forth like as many times as I want to.
Wow.
But I don't want to like risk any more injury.
I don't know. I think you have to show us that one.
No. Oh my gosh, I can't. I could. Is it worth hurting myself?
No, you don't have to.
Well, how about you tell us about another useless talent you have that you can show us?
I'm kind of double jointed in my fingers too.
Oh, yeah, do that.
Me and Liz I'm double jointed in a lot of different places. I crack. Like I sound like I'm 80 years old when I walk around the house sometimes because I'm so crunchy. I'm just like, people probably think I'm tap dancing when I go grocery shopping because they're like, clank, 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 clank. No, it's not that bad, but it could be.
That's funny.
Yeah, so I taught myself that in middle school. Oh, and I can flip my eyelids.
Oh, we'll trust you on that one.
I could show you that. I haven't done that in years.
I'll give you a full hall pass on that one.
Here, let's see. I flipped one already. Contacts.
Oh, my.
Oh yeah. You like that? You like that? That's my happy face.
Oh my
Liz
God.
is like, never again.
A lot of boys when you were.
Yeah, I was that awkward kid. So what were boys? They were all afraid of me. I was like,
I think if anyone has any useless talents that's in the chat, you can throw them in the chat so we could read your useless talents as
Yeah,
well.
I'd love to read them.
I love that. Yeah, useless talents can take you far. I mean, who knows? Let's see. Oh, okay. So since we talked about useless talents, how about a life hack that you use on your daily basis to help you move around more effectively in your life? It could be storage units. It could be regular life. It could be anything.
When I get my nails done and they start to get this like gap right here, I get what is it called? Floss, and put it in there and just pull them right off.
Oh, yeah. Save yourself that $20 takeoff fee.
It doesn't strip your nail?
No, just be careful to not pull too hard. But when you get it in there, you kind of like go back and forth to where you're, kind of edging out. And then it will slowly just come right off.
Is that shellac?
It's gel.
Wow.
Interesting.
She's a rebel.
Don't waste your teeth biting them off, ladies.
Yeah, please don't waste your teeth. That's a trip to the dentist real quick.
Right.
Oh, who likes those? Ugh.
All right, the weird talents are starting to come in. The useless talents are coming in.
Ooh, Katie. Katie says she can she can fold her tongue like a 3-leaf clover.
That makes my touching the nose seem very inadequate. That is that's a high level talent in the tongue arena. Yeah.
Definitely agree.
What the hell says my lips are double jointed, whatever that means. And he can fart on command.
Bravo.
Bravo.
Go straight to the heart. Like, oh,
I'm minding my own business. That was all you.
Legit his favorite topic, like besides ketchup.
that's
We
funny.
talk about that all day. Liz, you see them? A lot of people are complimenting you on your
On my head.
headband.
It is very regal. I love it.
$8 at Target.
Nice.
Ooh, and look at those edges too. Very nice. Yes.
Target is the place
my-
to be.
Aren't we going into like a different stage of restrictions? And it was just everyone in there. Great.
You're like, no one cares, apparently.
One.
Which is it's really odd because it kind of depends on where you're at. I've noticed whether or not people want to wear masks.
Mhm.
Here everybody has to wear a mask. I mean,
Yeah.
you will be publicly shamed if you don't wear a mask.
Right.
I mean, only time I don't wear one is when I exercise, like when I walk around the neighborhood and stuff. But I'm not near anyone, so I mean, if I do, we kind of just go, But in public, pretty much everyone wears them here.
You should. I mean, there's a lot of people at risk right now. Don't be selfish,
I feel like if you don't wear a mask, then people look at you like you have something,
Right.
Yeah.
right?
But in
And
a lot of states, they don't wear a mask at all. So, I mean, it's very different.
Florida, if you do wear a mask.
Yeah, you get shamed for wearing a mask in Florida. I've heard that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
It was weird because on the way back from Florida, we stopped in multiple states and people just were not wearing masks.
Mhm.
And then it was nice not having to wear a mask. And then even though it was on the door saying that you have to wear a mask, the workers weren't wearing masks. And they were like, we can't force you to do something you don't want to do.
Yeah, California doesn't work that way. So, I mean, it's
interesting how it varies from state to state right now.
yeah, no, totally. Yeah.
And then the governor of Ohio recently just issued a 10 p.m. curfew.
That's what we have too.
Yeah.
No gatherings until after 10, but we can do our essentials. We just can't party after 10.
Yeah.
It's like being in high school again, but worse.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
So.
It's like being in trouble. Yeah, even in Florida, like when I was at the watering area, the Discovery Cove, because I rode dolphins. I told you guys a little bit, but they even had us wearing masks then, even in the water.
When we were writing,
What?
Even in the water, they had a special
I'm not sure
mask.
that's gonna work out really.
You're telling me, and they were yelling at people like, "Put your mask on." I was like, "Oh gosh."
According to the people at the aquarium, they're saying that the animals are susceptible to COVID too. So Jeremy got yelled at multiple times for wearing his mask underneath his nose.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
they kept telling him, and not only him, but all other people that have their masks down here, make sure you cover your nose.
Yeah. A lot of people have a hard time breathing, or they get sick with them on, or some people I know like actually throw up from wearing a mask.
Oh yeah.
Really interesting. Oh, it looks like you got a super sticker.
Thank you, little chibi. I don't know what it is. Can anybody see what the sticker is?
It's a little guy going cool, I think.
Cool. It's a workout guy. Cool.
Funny
Thumbs up.
seeing a
Thank you,
guy
Judy.
in the rain pretending like he was eating at a restaurant, and his glass of wine was just getting filled with rain. His bowl of soup was getting filled with rain, and he was just nonchalantly just
Eating in the rain?
Yeah, we can only eat outside here again in restaurants. So
He just wished his wine around. It was like, all right.
He's like, oh, this is a good one. Yes.
we have 49 people on. If we get a few more on, then you'll be ready to do. We have a little Boss Babes auction coming up later on, so that's exciting.
Auction. Yep, we're excited.
So
I
tell
love that.
everybody that's here, invite a friend if they want to be part of the Boss Babes auction coming up a little later.
Yes. Share.
Yeah.
That's right, Jana. Let me see.
Come up with those.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I just read my answer and I'm a little embarrassed, so I'm ready for your guys's.
For the life hack question?
For what, huh? The next question?
The life hack question?
Oh, did you ever say your life hack, George?
No.
Go ahead.
For me, I put everything in my calendar in my cell phone. So whether it's what I did for the day or putting reminders in my cell phone, that's like the best life hack for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Actually, I would have to agree with George. I have to live by my phone. I have to put it on my calendar or it's gone in my brain. Because I'm usually triple tasking all day long, literally. It's like, because I get interrupted so much. It's like, hubby needs something, kids need something, I'm working, I'm cleaning. So I'm switching gears. I'm storage, I'm real estate, I'm mom. So I'm just always switching gears. And so I got to have a calendar. So.
Oh, how's real estate going for you with everything going on?
Actually, I'm getting a little busier. I have had a few transactions, but I have some buyers I'm helping, entry-level buyers, and then I have 2 more people listing their homes in the next couple of months. So
nice. So business as usual. Nothing's really
less inventory, a lot harder to work because you have to follow extremely strict rules. But overall, I'm just thankful for what I have. So
yeah. Are a lot of people requesting virtual tours?
Yeah, no one really. I mean, who wants to spend $1.2 million and not go see a house? I mean, you can start that way, but if you're going to make an offer, you need to go see it. I mean, it's just too much to ask of someone. So we are able to show up, but it's pretty strict. But it's fine. I mean, it's great, and and actually there's a lot more organization because they do everything virtually. Like appointments are done by calendar and you have a very short amount of time. And it actually is a little more organized. So I like that. But the market here is going insane because it's low inventory. And then a lot of people are moving out of state. So they're like, we're out of here. So, yeah.
I wonder where they're moving to.
I can tell you. Idaho, Tennessee, Texas, Nevada, a little bit of Arizona, but from California, generally, those are the areas.
Huh. Interesting. No Ohio, huh?
No, I don't think so. I think everyone that lives in California tries to get weather as similar as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what they look for because we're just so spoiled here. I mean, we are. So
I'm surprised you didn't say Texas. I've heard a lot of people.
Texas,
You did say Texas? Okay.
Oh, yeah. Texas is actually top. Texas and Idaho right now.
That's what I've been hearing. Thank you so much, Jonathan. I also see you sent a $2 sticker.
Aww.
Thank you so much for joining us. You're awesome. Thank you, everyone else, all 49 of you beautiful people in the chat. We really, really appreciate you coming out and listening to all of our ins and outs of the storage unit and just a little bit about us, get to know us a little more personally. I think because we love to be silly, why don't we tell everyone? Oh, hi, Alexis. She said she's from Jamie's Flea Market. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm always like, hey, follow us, go to our live auctions, and then tell me your name in the chat so I know and I'll shout you out.
That's
so
awesome.
Any of our fellow legends in the chat, can you drop a couple pineapples for Alexis? Thank you so much for coming and joining us this evening. Ladies,
yes.
What is the most ridiculous thing someone has ever tricked you into doing? The most ridiculous. It could be all time. Doesn't have to be this month.
I don't know if I can share that.
PG-13, okay? Just I need to see everyone's IDs in the chat before we get started. No.
Oh man, the most ridiculous that people have talked me into doing.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I've got a very long list when I was a kid. I was terrible.
That's where mine came from. So if you want to go back that far, it's okay.
I'd have to just talk about superstitions. Some of my family was so superstitious, and I'd have to spit on a broom whenever, my feet got swept. And as I got older, I'm like, I don't believe in superstitions. I believe in different things. So I'm not spitting on a broom anymore.
Right.
Good for you, Liz. No more spitting on the broom.
Thank you.
That sounds almost like gypsy. Like I watch the gypsy shows and they're really, really funny about the broom. Like broom can't touch their feet, can't touch the men. And if it touches the woman, they'll never get married or something like that. I don't know. It's intense.
After a certain time, don't put hats on the bed. It was a whole bunch of them. And I'm just like, you know what? Stop.
I've had enough.
Life's hard enough. I mean, you don't need to have those kind of rules.
Oh my gosh. What about you, Jana?
Me?
I could go. So you
go first. Mine are so bad.
George, do you know one? I don't want to talk. Or if you're prepared, though, do you have one in mind?
Yeah, I can go.
Okay.
Something that's ridiculous that someone tricked me into doing when I was younger was my brothers. Oh my God, the list goes forever. Do you remember with your siblings where you would like take a couple deep breaths and hold it in, and then they would take their hand and put it right here? And then it would make you like pass out for a little bit.
I'm pretty sure we had a whole seminar in high school about that. So yeah, I do remember that phase of life.
And then like another thing that I thought was ridiculous was the tooth fairy. Never did I ever get any money for my teeth. So this whole time I was putting teeth under the pillow. So it was like something my friends were telling me at school. And then my parents had no idea that the tooth fairy even existed either.
Oh my gosh. You had like a mouthful of teeth under your pillow in a plastic bag. Just like, Mom, where's my $20? Oh my gosh, I just choked on my own laugh. I apologize, ladies. Okay.
For me, I think we used to do elaborate prank calling schemes when I was younger, 13, 14. And we'd open the phone book and so we'd know their names. And then call them and say like pretty elaborate like makeup stories like, oh, did you know your wife was this over here? Or we would use their names and say all these terrible scenarios. I'm like really terrible. And that's why I was like, oh my God. So like I was always really good on the phone. So as a young one. So that was something we were in the business. I'd keep the phone book in my room at one point and we would make these calls and talk to people randomly and all sorts of crazy things. So that would be one of my shame to fame. So.
Can you imagine your girls doing that now? The things that we did as kids, like I would be so upset if my son did it. If I caught my
so true. It's so true.
Oh, good grief. That's why I want to have sons first and then have a couple daughters, because if they're anything like me, OMG. Brace ourselves, ladies. Brace ourselves. Because I was a handful. And good thing my mom was all about not all about I don't want to make her sound bad, but like we did do the discipline. We didn't do the whole go stand in a corner thing. We had the go upstairs, I'm gonna have a conversation with you later kind of thing, but not really a conversation. I'm picking up what I'm dropping down.
Oh yeah.
So I probably could have used about 20 more of those. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah. I'm being honest. I am being completely honest here, because I was the only child, so I found very creative ways to get in trouble. I definitely did the whole teenage thing, but my uncle actually tricked me one time, and my best friend, because I couldn't be the only one who got gypped, right? So he was big on the whole do something for me and I'll give you $5. And then as a kid, you know, you don't register that maybe you should ask him more about what this 5 entails. So one time he was like, eat this fish food for me and I'll give you 5. And I was like, Skate World, mind you, ladies, this is Skate World day. So $5 to a 12-year-old was like $100 back then. That means I only had to scrounge up like a couple more dollars. And then I was skating, got my skates paid for, like everything, whole 9 yards. He gave me a high 5, ladies. He gave me a high 5. He was like, do you want it up top or down low? And I was like, you gotta be kidding me, uncle. Like, why? So needless to say, if it ever got tough, fish food is edible. It's just not my top tier of choice of food choices. You know what I mean? It tastes like chicken, just like everyone always says. Tastes just like chicken. Definitely not something it's not my everything bagel seasoning. I'm gonna just tap on my food. Like, yeah, this is great, but it's not.
Or like chicken bits.
Oh yeah, right.
More shrimp, like more of a shrimp.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It was like the flat, like when you slice garlic really thin, you want it to be like in your soup, but you don't want it to like totally disappear. You know what I mean? Like a saute. I don't know, girl. But just don't do what I did. I
wondered why fish food smelled so fishy though.
Yeah.
Have you guys smelled it?
Yeah, girl. I tasted it. So
I have not had the pleasure. Now, I did make my little brother eat dog food for the neighborhood kids when he was little, but I have not tasted it.
Maybe that's why the fishes were so they felt so comfortable around me, because maybe that's still in my system. They're just like, hey, what's going on? It's cousin over there. I'm sorry. Yeah, good grief, ladies. Okay, rapid question.
Okay.
Something sweet or something salty?
Sweet.
Can I say both?
I know.
Right? I mean,
I like them both too.
I like them both too.
Like a take 5.
George. The reason why mine is my something salty is because I live for my sourdough pretzels at nighttime, the big chunky pretzels with the salt rimmed around it. OMG. Anything crunchy is all for me. He's probably used to it at this point, but all you hear is from crunching. It's always crunchy. It's never like a silent snack. It's always oh well. I like crunchy food. Okay.
Thanks,
Pop or R&B? I'm sorry, Jana, what did you say?
Oh, I just said thanks to Cheryl. She said, I don't know if this is your first time as a group, if you've done this, but it's great. I hope you continue to get together and add a few more. I just thought that was sweet.
Remember. Thanks for joining us, Cheryl. Yeah, we try and do this once a month.
Yeah.
Get together and talk it up and laugh a lot.
We've been doing this for how long has Boss Babes been going on? For like a year now, right?
Yeah, I think so, actually.
Yeah.
It's definitely close to it, because I don't feel like this is our first time discussing Thanksgiving topics.
I don't think it is.
Right?
Yeah. No.
Ooh, our year reunion is coming up. We're gonna have a celebration. We're gonna have to pop confetti, you know, like just
like what?
Yeah. Have some sparkling something, grape soda. I don't know. Just cheers. Okay. What's up, Salt Taker R? She says, Boss Babes, beautiful ladies. Cool. Let me see. Oh, pop or R&B?
R&B.
Don't say both, Liz.
I wanted to say both, but
yeah, I know. I could read it. You're like,
I'm a pop, but I like R&B as well.
It depends on my mood.
Yeah.
Really, it does. Like, it rotates. The genre of music that I listen to rotates depending on my mood.
I'm going to go with just, I agree with the rotating of mood. I can't even argue with that. But I'm going to say I like the pop more, because anything with the beat, I'm all about. You know what I mean?
It is uplifting. Yeah.
You know, sometimes R&B can be like, makes you a little sad. You're like, no, we got to change this one. You know? I mean, pump up the jam. Pump it up. Get your feet on the floor. That's what I need. You know, anything with the beat.
I'm with you. Yeah.
Keep people going. So, yeah.
Get your amp.
All right. So we're all about our life hacks. And if we could make a change, if you were a mad scientist, what scientific experiment would you run if money and ethics weren't an issue?
No.
That's a good one.
This one's a tough question, but I think I have an answer. You want me to go first?
Oh yeah.
Pump up
Okay.
the jam.
For me, it would be to clone myself.
Ooh.
Jerry
like it.
said no, thank you.
It's a hard pass.
I would clone myself because maybe I need some help with packaging. Maybe I need to take some time off and I still have work to do.
Right.
If I need to take a vacation from my vacation, then my clone can step in for me.
I like it.
That's a good one.
That's
Yeah.
a really good one. Clone yourself like 5 times over.
I didn't even think about that one. Good for you, George. I would love to have a double me. Don't you just need that extra arm sometimes for like
Yeah.
packages like you talk about, like for the hold the door, hold the package? Like
Mhm.
it'd be really nice.
I haven't decided if I want my clone to speak. Because then
I've decided.
we'd probably be too alike. We'd argue with each other.
It's just a mute. She's just like,
Just, I'd like a clone, but I want her to be obedient to me. That's what
Yeah.
it's funny.
What did Jeremy say?
I've decided.
He said he decided if he wants my clone to speak or not. What's your decision?
I think you already know, Patricia.
He said he thinks I already know.
he wants you to rap everything instead of singing. It's just a basic rap flow. Just I'm heading to the post office, about to drop these packages off. Jeremy be like, yeah. No, I'm kidding. If we're in false land, we're living in daydream clouds. Might as well live it up, right?
Yep.
Right.
All right. What about you, Jana? You ready?
If I could have any experiment, but the thing is, I wouldn't just want the experiment. I'd actually want it to work, so like I can see the results. I would like to know what my husband's thinking at all times. I'd love to read his mind.
That might be dangerous.
I'd like to know the true facts of what goes through him. I would love it. I might be scared, but I would love it. I think it'd be funny. So.
How about you, Liz?
I'm still kind of like, there's so many things that I would want to do that I don't have one answer. But I definitely would want something to streamline every routine, every, process that I have going throughout the day, so I can just make something or someone do it for me.
Like the Smart House movie. Remember that old movie from Disney Channel when things would fall on the floor, it would just go and just suck it up for you? Please tell me, come on, who has Disney Plus? You've seen it. Smart House. Okay. Jana, watch it later. You'll know what I'm talking about.
I will.
That would be so cool if it would just get the kids up for bed, get them dressed, the whole night.
Brush your teeth. No.
There you go.
Just says the same things that you would say normally. Did you wash your face? Just
Did you wash your face? Did you clean your room?
Oh my gosh. Did you clean your room? I probably said that 5 million times.
I don't know if it's because I was just in the water with them and I just love them so deeply, but I thought it would be cool to have how people have pool cleaners and it gets up all the bad stuff from the bottom of your pool to make it really nice and effective. I thought it'd be cool to have a giant machine for the oceans across the world. And either weekly or monthly, they did a clean sweep of the ocean, which keeps our environment nice and clean. It's good for the ecosystem because what comes down comes back up. That's the way it goes. So it's a cycling phase. So I thought it'd be awesome to have a nice sweeper through all the oceans to clean up all that plastic junk and keep all of our fish and ecosystem nice and happy and
No, but
swimming.
yours is so sweet and other centered. Ours is all about us. And you're like, I'd like to save the world. I love it.
Well, I want to clone. I'm all for what Liz said about the smart house, and Jana, I'm right there with you. So it's like we could just all make them all, and then we'll all be happy, right? Because you live by a beach, you guys both have beaches,
Yeah.
so we're all benefiting. So it's a win-win for everybody.
Yeah, I love it.
Something that I'm hoping that Jeremy will find for me in the storage unit one day is a time machine.
Oh yeah.
To
Nice.
time travel. Maybe not back. I probably would never travel. Well, maybe I would travel back, but mostly to fast forward.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah.
What about the dinosaurs, though, George? I would love to see some dinosaurs.
Oh, I'd be so scared.
Me too, but I mean, then you just go back as soon as they come out, just like a quick snap, bam, and then just go like, nothing to see here. That'd be cool. That would be sweet. Time machine. Let's see. We have 47 people in here.
48 now. Boom.
48. Woo!
How long did you swim with the dolphins for?
Oh my gosh, it was beautiful. I got there at 9. Our event kind of was for like an hour, but it was like an all-day thing. Like there was an itinerary, like they fed us breakfast, all you can eat. They fed us lunch. So, and then what else did we do? Got to feed birds, unlimited amount of feeding the birds. One landed on my shoulder. I mean, there's tons of birds. Yeah. Couldn't tell you, girl. Couldn't tell you, but I know it was beautiful. It had this like red turkey beak thing underneath its chin, and it was all navy blue. The only one that I can definitely remember is a parrot. There was a parrot that I could guarantee that's what it was, but the other one, don't know. The other ladies were more worried about like cleaning the area than like, oh, this is what this guy does and where he lives. They were just like, here's your food, but whatever. It was fun. And then I got to swim in the water with the regular saltwater fish. And there was like a giant stingray, like a huge, like bigger than my arms. That's why I'm going out this far. You can't even see my fingers anymore. And
Wow.
she was just, like just like that. She was just sliding underneath my feet. And I was like, at first. And I was like, oh, she's my friend. She loves me. So I literally could not get Guapo out of the water. Put it this way. That's how much fun we were having. He's definitely had more traveling experiences than I have. So like for him and I to be able to do something that we both haven't done before, it was a really nice experience. Like he even said it. I mean, he was telling it, I've never done that before. It was so much fun.
Florida?
Yeah, it was in Florida. We really wanted to go and down to Virginia, but just we got the tickets and sometimes business was calling. I mean, it was a hard choice. It really, really was a hard choice to make. But once that networking piece came up and we got free tickets, we didn't even need to pay to go to the actual event. We just had to pay to get there kind of thing. It just happened. Yeah. Bubas's wedding. I know she looked gorgeous. Like she really did. They looked so happy.
So happy.
Right, like Jana, we're like right there. She did. They both did. They were like,
yeah, when I was in the video for the prep, and I was like, oh, it's so cute. So I loved it. We were bummed we couldn't make it. So
yeah, I know. I seen Liz's post. She was like, in for a very long flight. How long was your flight for?
I think each way they were like 6 hours, 6 or 7 hours.
Oh my.
And that's the longest I've ever flown. So my brain was like total mud before, when I arrived. And I was so happy to be home. But
You literally flew from coast to coast.
Yeah.
But I have to say the East Coast is definitely beautiful. It's beautiful.
Wow, Liz, thank you. And you got to come during the best year because all the leaves are changing. So it's like all the yellows and the reds and like some of the greens a little bit. But yeah, this is our time to shine. If the weather was like, what do you think, George? Like 20 degrees higher, maybe 30. We would take 30, right? Higher would be like beautiful.
But even when it was cold, it just felt like it wasn't freezing cold, but like a crisp cold. Okay. Where versus out here, there's no humid, and when it's cold, it's bone cold. Like you're just freezing.
And it can be windy out here too sometimes.
Yeah,
so that makes it even colder for sure.
Oh yes, definitely the wind part is crazy. When we were down in Florida, a lot of different parts of Ohio lost power. Did you hear about that, George? About a lot of power outages, like on a storm. There was a major storm. I believe it was on Saturday, last Saturday or some Sunday.
Yeah, we're just like, I wasn't here.
a lot of our mutual subscribers were messaging us worried that we were affected by the hurricane when we were down there, or by the storm when we were down there, but we weren't affected at all. It was beautiful. It was like 80 the whole time we were there, sunny.
Oh wow. We got 58 in now.
Deb Howard says she's headed to Florida for the winter.
Good for you, Deb.
Deb, I will be in your carry-on, so just tell them it's extra baggage.
Terry says, George, Discovery Cove is great to swim with the manatees. So yeah, there's an area, there's a bubbling spring, and there's a ton of them in Florida where you can swim for free in the springs and if you're lucky, a manatee will come to you.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
And it's 5 minutes.
And it's literally like 5 minutes from where the property that we bought. So if you guys ever want to come visit, you can swim with the manatees.
That would be fun.
That's fun and scary.
Right, so we're coming.
Oh my gosh. I couldn't even imagine swimming with like a wild animal, because we were thinking about doing that, like doing the whole hop in the ocean type thing. But then I was like, the way my anxiety is set up, like I would forget how to swim, and then it's not very attractive for video footage either. I mean, there was a few moments when we were snorkeling and I clearly didn't have my snorkel on right. So when I would go down under just a little bit, it would fill up with water, and I'm like and then I had to come back up. I'm like, wow, this is I'm like, ugh. I'm happy I decided against the whole waterproof mascara thing, because I almost did it to myself, and I was like, you don't need any makeup. Don't do it. I'm so happy, because I would have been like looking like a raccoon, drowning in the water, because he has the iPhone where you can kind of film underwater for like a little bit. So we're gonna get some of that footage in our next couple videos. Cool. Me underwater. Hopefully it didn't get me into that drowning spurt, but I'm pretty sure there was a few clips where I was like, oh no, I need a break. So yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, here's a good one. What do you think? Because pretty much, except for me, I can only speak for myself. I don't have any kids, but what do you think kids should learn in school that they don't teach? Jana.
It's actually shocking to me. They do not learn about personal finances.
Yeah, that was my answer. Yeah.
They don't learn about saving, being responsible, what debt does, what credit cards are, how they work, what kind of situation it puts you in, just general responsibility. Like we follow this Dave Ramsey thing, and like just the basics of finances. Like we really had, even though my kids went to private school and they talked about it some, they really don't cover that even in depth at all. And I think kids go out in the world and they get into freshman year in college or work, and they sign up for tons of credit cards, and they get in a lot of debt, and they don't know how to manage their money or like know the basics of savings or anything. And, getting yourself in my kids that are older, like their friends are some of them $150,000, $200,000 in debt. And they're 25 or 26 years old between college and credit cards.
I believe it.
Actually common. So that's my soapbox for the night.
No, it's true. Everything you said is true. I mean,
Definitely.
It's important. I didn't say that for my answer because I was lucky enough to still have that home ec. That's what we used to call the class, home ec piece. And we learned a little bit about sewing and whatnot. But yeah, they cut that all out. After my grade went to the next one over, the next one below, I think I said that like really jumbled, but the grade below mine didn't have a home ec class, like wasn't even heard of. What about you, Liz?
Honestly, right now I can go on and on and on because I am homeschooling my four of the girls right now. So my thing is, I feel like school is just it's in a system to where they just keep, math, reading, language arts, the same things. And it's like, we're in 2020, guys. We have to definitely start moving with the times and learning different things. And you can pull up Google, YouTube, and learn whatever you want. So, I mean, I would definitely want them to teach more life skills. I agree with you, Jana, definitely. More life skills in school. I mean, our parents are there for that, but, when we go to work, we sometimes don't see them a lot. So
that's true.
Yeah, for sure. One of the things that my list can go on and on about the ridiculous classes that we're required to take, which I think you'll never use in real life. That really bothers me. I've spent thousands of dollars on classes, mostly like stats class, like accounting. No one will ever use that in real life.
Yeah.
The classes that we spent hundreds and thousands of dollars on versus classes that they should have given us, like personal finance, like Jana said, like you leave high school and they don't ever talk to you about how to be in charge of your own bills and how to manage your money, how to establish your credit. When I was 19, I moved out into my own apartment thinking that was going to help my credit, but they never reported my payments to any of the creditors. So 2 years later, I went to go apply for a credit card and they told me that my credit was basically zero. And here I threw 2 years of rent money down the drain thinking that it was going to help my credit. And then getting a car is what kind of helped my credit, but I had to get one of my parents had to co-sign for me. So that's something I think that they should teach, in like just understanding like human behavior.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's something that they should, because like in your mind, you think that the way you do things in the world and in life and what you're used to is normal to the rest of the world. You're not understanding all the other personalities out there, strong personalities and like different upbringings and different cultures and different backgrounds. Like, I think that's important because when you get into the workplace, you're surrounded by a group, a team member, a group of people that have different backgrounds, different upbringings, different, personalities. And then you tend to clash and not become team players. So that's something.
That's great. That's really good.
Oh, yeah. I like that last piece. That honestly that's huge. If kids can understand how much their words and the things they say can stick to someone and how you treat people goes like a long way. I think school would be a lot easier. People would be more friendly and be more open-minded to maybe asking those harder questions. Like maybe it's because it's a culture clash and they just don't know how to approach the situation. So instead of asking about it, they just come off like ignorant almost in a sense by just the things that they say. I think that I agree all across the board with that money management because I had to learn the hard way I'm still learning sometimes. I mean, it's a constant learning thing, but what about car maintenance? What about when to take care of your vehicle, how to do it, changing the tire, when to change your oil, things like that. I mean, I think that's huge, especially for women, because there might be a time where you might not have a guy who knows what they're doing to help. As a woman, to have that knowledge under your belt, it's huge. I'm so thankful to have certain people like my grandfather and my uncles who just love their cars or their toys, as they call them. and they would just tell me things like, this is how you should do this, or this is how you should do that. Now, don't ask me to change your engine or anything like that. I'm not that good. Okay. Go to professional help. But I might be able to help you a little bit. Like with my bad track record of terrible cars, I was like, oh, sounds like your rotor's going bad over there, like, trial and error. But yeah, the kids definitely like a more tech, I think would be better for the kids, more like hands-on learning and learning topics that are going to carry them on and be more successful adults in the long run.
Well, Adela brought up a good one too. She said most young adults cannot cook. And I taught all my kids to cook, except for my oldest son. I babied him probably. But all my other kids are very proficient bakers, and they all can cook. And I think that's actually, it's a basic skill. You kind of need to be able to know how to prepare food to eat on your own.
Yeah, I taught my son at the age of 8 how to do laundry.
Yeah, that's good too.
He wanted to learn. I didn't force it on him. He actually wanted to learn. And then once he hit like 16, then I started teaching him how to cook. Like some of my favorite dishes that I made, he's like, will you teach me? And I'm like, yeah. And I would walk him through. Mm-hmm. But I think typing, they don't teach you enough on how to type. And that's so important now with the way technology has grown.
Yeah. At home at class, they shouldn't take that out. They should leave that in.
They have it at my daughter's private school. They had it, and it was super cool because they made quilts for veterans, and then they cooked jam, and they made recipes, and then they did a bunch of different things and service projects too to like help people. And I loved that. I think that's really, and they actually learned to sew and do a bunch of cool things, guys and girls. It was really cool.
Right. Instead of learning this new multiplication technique, like what is that?
Stupid math classes that you'll never use. Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
I can't do laundry. Yeah.
Or one of those, kids who are stronger in reading than they are in math, or maybe stronger in science. It's like feed off of those skills, because apparently that's how they're going to feel the most comfortable as adults. Like feeding off their skills. Like I used to read a lot of like fictional books. Fictional's false, right? Not false. Yeah. That's the wrong word. Okay. Sorry, ladies. So I used to read, and there was like one where it was like a school it was just placed there just so you could learn certain skills to better your career. Like they didn't take math. They didn't take anything like that. It was like a witch story. Like it was about like potions and stuff. If I'm gonna be honest, I like that stuff. Okay. But like you get what I'm talking about. Like it was geared towards how their career was going to be once they went that next step. I don't know. I'm always big about education. If I ever make like tons and tons of money, just count on it. I'm going to have my own girls and boys club. Maybe definitely not the same name, but it's going to be somewhere. I'm going to start probably closer to my hometown, get some roots there, and just start spreading it out. Kids need love. And I think that if we teach them that they can receive love, and even if they don't get it, they're still going to get love from others. This world, it all starts from the kids. I'm all about the kids.
Sorry, Liz. I think community service is the most important thing. I think teenagers need to learn life's not about themselves and serve others. Right. And that's one thing all my kids, I've had them do a tremendous amount of volunteering, because it's really easy to be self-centered as a teenager and a kid. And like when you realize there's people that have nothing, it really, really keeps you in tune to being thankful and to actually make a difference in the world, not just for your comfortable life, but to help others, because there's so many people out there that are hurting, you know?
And I think that's why Tip 2 said community service should be a requirement. And it definitely should, especially during high school, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. We did that. They did 350 hours of community service. By the time they were seniors, they got a special cord. So I'm
going to post that. That is a great idea, Temp 2. It should be, because like you said, it adds character. It adds character to the kids, because maybe you did come from a home where they made 6 figures, but at least you're not going to treat the person who comes from a single parent household any differently, because why? they have the same shovel that you do, that you're planting those flowers with. So what makes you any better than the other person? And if anything, you might learn from each other.
Absolutely.
I guarantee you could learn something from one another. I learned something from you ladies every time we do this, every time we talk. That's why I love the Boss Babes panel. No, honestly, because we're all very opinionated in very different ways. But the way we talk to each other and the way we talk about topics and stuff, I feel like even they can feel it in the chat, how comfortable we are with ourselves and with each other. And it makes it easier to have a conversation. And those are skills, honestly, you couldn't even learn in college.
I look forward to it.
Yeah,
I do too.
This is like my girls' night out.
Yeah, exactly. Virtual girls' night out.
I know. It would be cool one time to like just surprise them all and just be in like some like somewheres together, maybe on a beach.
I would love
under a
that.
cabana,
Yes.
right?
That's my love
Like
language.
come visit in Florida.
Yeah.
But the manatees will be like in the hot springs and we'll be like, hey, everyone, we did prepare some questions, but hold that
We're
thought.
swimming
Oh, it's a
with our
manatee.
GoPros.
Right. I got my snorkel on because I'm prepared, just for life and everything.
I love it. I love it. Well, we can probably get auctioning. It's almost 4:00.
Oh yeah.
Who's ready?
How are we going to do it? What's the rule? So we each brought a box to auction off. We're each going to take a turn auctioning off our box. Are we going to peek, let everyone peek in the boxes, or would we decide? Each person decide on their own, or how do you want to do it?
We can let them peek. We can show them like the main things, like a couple of main things, and then leave a few things to surprise.
Sure, whichever. Yeah. So do you want to do like, should we just bid until it's done, or should we time it?
I'm up for a vote, ladies, because I like to keep the peace. Double peace.
We could do minute to win it style.
Did
Okay.
you? Okay. We're going to rely on your skills, George, for that.
Okay.
Thanks.
Because you're the experience in the speed rounds.
Is there any way though, before we do our live, can maybe like we get to see what everyone's auctioning
Yeah, so
off?
we just show it and then we do the minute, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But I want to see it though, Jana. I want to see whatever you're auctioning. I want you to bring it to me. I want you to fly it over to
Who
Ohio.
wants to start? Who's going to start? Liz, you start.
Premium expedited shipping, ladies.
Come on, little mama.
I don't want to show it, and I didn't put it in a box.
You don't have to show it if you don't want to. You can just do mystery. Anyone can do what you want. That's the beauty.
Oh.
Okay.
Look at those nails.
I know, right?
Oh.
Oh, that's a lovely box.
Okay. It's really cute. I believe it's has a little bit of trying to give you guys hints without actually giving you the answer. Very Christmassy. And I think it's a little bit older. Let me see if I can find a year on it. Ooh, 98, guys.
Nice.
98.
I love vintage.
Was it perhaps a locker that we bought with you? The
It
same.
might have been. It might have been. I've been having a lot of holiday stuff from that locker sitting around. So
Okay. Cool.
right now is the perfect time to get rid of it.
All right. Well, someone's going to be pretty lucky. All right. So little mama's got her item up. So we'll go first. George, you're going to give everyone a minute to bid on it, right?
All right. Yes. If you're just now jumping into the chat, all four of us will be auctioning off a lot. So you guys get a chance to win an awesome item. Do you want to start off at a minimum bid, Liz?
Yeah, because
I can do $10. So let's start off at 10.
Okay. So you guys will have a minute to win it, meaning you'll put your bids in the chat. And then once the timer is up, whoever the highest bidder is wins that lot.
And I just dropped my PayPal.
Okay. All right. You ready?
I'm excited.
All right. There we go. There's the timer.
$10 start. Come on.
Starting out $10.
So this is a holiday item. Would you say, Liz, it was from 88?
98.
98.
We have a vintage holiday item. Place your bids in the chat.
Like 20 years? 20 years old?
Yeah, 22.
You can see my umbrella, my studio umbrella in the reflection.
I love it.
Now, that's not for auction. That's just a reflection.
All right.
Betty's in at 12. Sorry, Jana.
That's fine.
I'll stop it again, guys.
13 seconds, 12.
We're at 12 looking for
seconds.
14.
I've never done the speed one before. It's so much pressure.
3 seconds, 2, 1.
Astro.
Time is up.
Oh, we got a $15 bid. We got a snipe.
Adela.
We give
All
Betty
right.
a chance?
Someone's got to put sold in the chat.
Oh, yeah. Catherine did 18. Oh, my gosh. Now we got more.
20. Uh-oh.
Oh, we got
We do.
Bravo! Okay, so
Ooh, Kristen, thank you.
Kristen said, oh, to Deb Mowers.
Ooh.
okay, so Kristen, will you be lovely enough to write sold for all of us? That would be awesome because then
Yeah,
we'll
that
know.
would be awesome. Since there is a delay between our
Should we
panel
do,
and the
should we do a 90-second limit to a minute and a half to win it?
I get to win it.
I feel so stressed. Chapo, you go. You go, Chapo.
Should we do 2 minutes
Yeah, do 2 minutes
or
or whatever you think.
Okay, so this is actually going to be a few different items, but oh my gosh, it's huge. Hold on. Oh, I got it. This is the first item. I'll give you a hint. It's a Thanksgiving nutcracker.
Ooh.
Who wants to see it? Just a little bit, right?
Oh, yeah. I love the nutcrackers. They're so cute.
It's his head, guys. All right. I'll show you a little bit because Jana did request it, and she is a boss babe. We can't leave our boss babe out.
Oh, how
Okay,
cute.
no more.
no?
That's it.
Now we have the option of showing what we're gonna auction off, right?
Yeah, you don't have to.
Okay.
George, you're going to do a mystery, right?
No, I kind of want to show what I'm auctioning off.
Okay.
So this is a nutcracker.
And shipping's included, right? So what's your minimum bid, Chapo, on this?
I'll do 10. I like the 10.
Okay.
We'll start off with 10. This does come with an additional nutcracker.
Ooh.
Whoa, double your money.
Logo.
Nutcrackers.
Logo. All right. We're gonna
One.
start the timer.
$10 starting bid.
All right, you got 2 minutes to put your bids in the chat.
Let's go, nutcrackers. Come on, people.
And whoever wins this lot, I can tell you right now, because I did show his face. I'll show him again because he's so handsome.
He's a little pilgrim.
He's a little pilgrim.
Oh, he's a pilgrim. Nutcracker.
You want the
Aw.
nutcracker? All right. Jan is excited. I'll show him.
Yes, please do. I love
Oh my gosh, he's adorbs.
Uh-oh.
Catherine G.
My phone faded.
Nutcracker. So we got a $10 bid from Uncle Bo. Thank you so much. I see 14 from Alexis.
1925. Come on,
25. We have a $25 bid. And whoever wins this lot, there is included a Storage Legends t-shirt inside the box. I won't tell you what else is inside the box because that's
what's that value on that Storage Legends t-shirt? That's got to be like a big value.
Yeah, that's a $25 value right there alone.
Mhm.
So we're at 27 with Catherine. Thank you so much for everyone who's bidding. Don't forget, this also includes an additional nutcracker. Oh man, do I want to show her off?
You do.
I do, don't I?
You do.
Hi, Bid.
Oh.
30 seconds. Aw, instead of
30 seconds, we're at 27. Who's in at 29? We need a $29 bid to keep this one going. Catherine's in at 27. Who's going to snipe her at 29? And there's about 5 other items in the box.
Oh.
Now, I can't tell you if they're Thanksgiving related or if they're random because that would ruin the surprise. But Catherine's in at, we have a $29 bid. Now we're at 35.
Time is up.
All right. As soon as it says sold, Kristen's going to write that in there. Then we'll know the final winner. Winner, check in.
Catherine at 35.
Winner.
Hey, Catherine. We have
Love
69. Wow, we have a delay.
Oh, thank you so
there's like a
much,
20-second
Catherine,
delay.
for winning this wonderful lot. And for everyone else who is bidding, you're wonderful as well. Round of applause.
Was that Adela or Catherine that won?
Oh, Adela.
Oh.
See, Adela sniped.
Yeah, Adela at 36.
Oh, with the snipe.
Kristen's writing it in the is Kristen mod for one of you guys usually?
That's
What's
our
up, guys?
that's
Yeah.
our VIP.
Woo!
Okay, thanks, Kristen. Shout out to Kristen. Thanks. Hello, Loot Raider. What's up? Okay, George, do you want to
I
go
had to get
first
in
or do you
there.
want me to go?
It doesn't matter.
Thank you, Adela.
I'll go, and then you can go if you want.
Okay.
Okay. This
Thank
is
you,
my
Rhonda.
lot. Here's my lot, and it I personalized my box with the little locker nuts, little Jack Chestnuts sticker. Okay. I wrote
Those stickers, by the way.
thank you. A little personal note, and then I put in a locker nuts shirt just for loving. And then I picked some of my favorite lots. I did some baseball cards because y'all know I love to auction off baseball cards. I did a bag of ephemera. I did a little bit of jewelry in here. I did a scarf, a silk scarf. I did 3 movies, Snow White, Brave, and Batman. And I think
Ooh, are those all Blu-ray?
2 are Blu-ray. Yeah.
Wow.
So nice Disney. I did a die-cast little car. And last but not least, super cute. They're still filled vintage paper dolls, and they're brand new.
Nice.
So you get a little bit. I tried to pick some of my favorite things that I auction off and put them all together with a little bit of love. So movies, die-cast, ephemera,
You're the
little
best.
jewelry, scarf, shirt, all in this box here. Boom. I'm going to start at 15 because I got to at least cover my shipping. And back beyond that, I don't care. So.
All right. Before I start the timer, make sure everyone is in live chat, not top chat. And then make sure you're refreshed too so that you're not lagging. All right. You guys have 2 minutes to put your bids in the chat. Ready?
Set.
Carol said
Go.
hello.
Let's go.
Let's go, Locking That's Crazy. Come on.
We need 15 to get this started.
To get this party started,
Yes. Minimum bid starts at 15.
we got the shirt, movies, jewelry.
Can you show us the design on the t-shirt? It looks different than the hoodie.
Oh, yeah, it is actually. It's the newer one.
Nice.
And it's super
Okay.
nice quality.
Is it from Teesprings or a different?
No, we had actually a local company, actually Jack's cousins, but Baby Beavis did the design. So,
Oh, cool. Pat D's is in at 25.
thank you. And you got the movies, baseball cards, die-cast scarf, jewelry. It's like a little cool, like a Disneyland keychain and a couple bracelets. Fun stuff.
I mean, that silk scarf alone is like super cool.
Yeah.
It is. Very
So this is perfect for an early Christmas gift, or if
Several
you're
early Christmas.
or if you're a reseller. It's a really good deal, guys.
All right, we're at 25.
40 seconds left.
40 seconds left.
Looking for 27.
Don't forget, this includes free shipping if you live here in the U.S.
That's right. Who has got? Oh, Pat's got it. Okay, cool. It's got a little Disney, a little movies.
It's got a little bit of everything.
Oh, for sure. Hey, Casual Flipper, what's up?
$25. High bid.
Oops.
Rhonda says, hurry before time's up.
Keep it going.
How long you bid wrong?
Time is up.
All right. Okay, let's let Kristen see. Cool Ranch. I think Dorito got in at 27. Frank got in. Frank Perez is in. All of a sudden, more bids came in.
Ooh, look at all these snipes coming in. Frank's at 30.
They reloaded.
I know. What in the world, right?
This is close.
It was like completely quiet, and then
Oh, Betty got
Oh.
it in. Betty.
congratulations, Betty. Everyone, congratulate Betty in the chat. Boom.
Betty.
All right. Thanks, Pat and Frank and Cool Ranch Dorito, Amy, and everyone else that bid. Appreciate it.
Baby, you want to come do the timer for me?
And Betty just had a birthday. Happy birthday, Betty.
Happy belated birthday, Betty.
Oh, happy belated.
To you. Weather's getting ready. Happy birthday.
Betty said snipe.
Do one of you ladies want to do the 2-minute timer on your phone?
Yeah, I can do it.
Oh, thanks, Jana.
All right, I just got to stopwatch, right?
Into your arms, not your face. All right, so my lot is it's two different types of lots combined in one. So the first one is Princess Diana book.
Ooh,
Princess Di. Let me see if there's a date on this.
I love Princess Di.
You
This
told me
one's
you were keeping all that.
1998. And then it comes with a Princess Diana ornament.
That is so
Ooh, that's cool.
This one appears to be brand new in the box, never opened.
I'm using my phone on the screen, so don't.
This is the Carlton collection, Carlton Cards collection. And then there's also, someone started a scrapbook of Princess Diana. So there's a ton of newspaper clippings in the scrapbook.
Super cool.
And I think it's on either Netflix or Hulu, but there is season 4 of The Crown that's out, and that's about Princess Diana's life.
I started watching it, and it is excellent.
Is it? I want to start watching it too.
Liz is giving me definite princess vibes tonight. And it's funny this is what your lot is, because that's what I was thinking. She's, what princess is she reminding me of? Seriously.
No, I need to start that series because I was looking at it and I was kind of iffy about it. But since you guys said it was good, I'll start it.
Yeah, I've watched all this every season. It's good. All right, so
And then there's a set of earrings too. So there's a
Whoa.
lot of earrings.
okay, let me see if I can do. Ooh, those are pretty.
This is a genuine sapphire sterling silver earring.
Wowza.
And then there's
I think people are still bidding on my lot there.
there's a $69 price tag on that.
Wait for timer, please.
What's your minimum bid?
Shout out to all the moderators.
I'll go with a minimum bid of 10.
Okay.
This one has an $18 price tag on it. These earrings, they have a price tag of 14 on them.
Cute.
And then these are Vera Wang earrings.
Ooh, those are cute. I like those.
These have a $22 price tag on them.
Those are beautiful.
Aren't they? And then here's another Vera Wang. Simply Vera. And then this also has a price tag of $26.
Rockin'.
Yeah, 26. All right, and that's everything that you'll get in the lot.
All right. All right. Are we ready? Are we ready?
Yes.
On your mark. Okay, let me see. I've never done this before, so this is my first. Okay, ready? 2 minutes countdown.
Yeah.
Doing it. It's pressure,
Doing it.
pressure doing the timer.
$10 starting bid.
You ladies cannot bid, or can you?
Technically, we could, but we'd rather give you guys an awesome deal.
That's right.
Catherine is at 33, I believe. Nope, 50.
50.
Well, Catherine P's at 50. Now Deela's in at 60. We have a $60 bid. George, do you want to go up by 2s or 5s?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Jeff, locking that says 2 minutes to win it. All right, we're at 60. Do we have 65? We got a minute to go. There's a lot of good stuff in this lot.
Mm-hmm. I'll show it all again. Princess Di.
That's a really cool lot.
Super cool.
This is the 10th anniversary.
Heirloom. Nice.
Ooh, fancy.
5 with Santa.
40 seconds. Come on, people. Oh, we got 75.
Princess Di's scrapbook that was started.
I love that you called her Di like she's your bestie. You're like, this is Di's old scrapbook.
Like we
I
go way back.
love that photo of her.
The
Right.
photo.
That's a great photo of her. Almost 10 seconds. Don't hesitate. Make the move, people. Ship to you.
Red 75.
Yep. Free shipping if you're in the US.
Oh,
Yes.
there it goes.
Wait for the lag. Timer's up.
I really like that timer sound.
Yeah.
It comes in handy.
I bid still with Santa.
Yeah, Chibi changes her name depending on the latest holiday. So last month it was Spooky Chibi.
Oh my God. That's hilarious.
So
Sold. Who got it? Little baby?
it was little Chibi.
Woo!
$75. Congrats.
Pump it up, Jana.
Pump it up. I get excited.
I know. I saw your hands rise. I know your move.
All right,
I'm
little
a little
baby.
crazy on the
I'm
auction.
gonna put the email of where to send me your information.
Yeah, there you go. Betty Webb, I know you. We'll find you.
Right. We will find you. Like the movie Taken.
That is skills.
All right.
Liz, I'm beginning to notice a trend though. As people are showing items, we get really close to the screen. Like that's supposed to help us see it better. We're like, those earrings though were nice. We did at the same time. We were like, whoa, hold
That
on.
was fun. Right?
See that again.
Thanks, everyone. for bringing.
I can't bid.
I know. George, you were supposed to let me dip those.
I have to take a look at the auction items.
Right.
Are-
That's funny.
That's so funny.
No, great auction, ladies.
Yeah, super great. We have 76 in the house. Do you have any closing, anything for our closing, Chapo, that's we wanted to end with?
Closing. Okay. I mean, it's not really so much positive, but it's normal because everyone needs to work on themselves. So what flaw could you say you've been trying to work on this year? Now that the year's been coming to an end? I mean, what have you been trying to fix? There's always something about each one of us that isn't the best thing. So,
There's a short list. I mean,
depending on who you're talking to, I should say.
Yeah.
I would say unapologetically love myself. I am definitely working on that. So things that I like, things that make me just, keep going, things that give me peace. If you don't like them, oh well.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't please everyone. So there's no point of changing yourself if you're happy with who you are.
Amen.
Right.
Thank you.
I think for me this year, I've really tried to focus on I tend to be like, I take the feelings, like if my kids or my husband or my parents are like upset or mad, like I try to fix everything for everyone in my family. And like, I have to be okay with, they need to like figure it out themselves. Like I don't bear their feelings. Like if they're angry or upset about something, like not to let it affect me, like to get upset and just be like, okay, that's their feelings. I'm not going to try to fix it or take responsibility for it, but just be okay with like, they have to deal with it. I'm not going to let it make me sad or upset because I tend to be super sensitive. So like if someone's upset or angry, like I want to fix everything. It's called codependent. And so like, I tend to be a little bit like that. So I just try to be like, okay, I can't be responsible. If someone's mad about something, then that's what they're going to feel. And that's okay. Really, it's okay. So that's one thing I've been trying to work on this year.
It's since all four of us are exposed to YouTube and anyone has access to our channel, we're going to run into strong and opinionated people leaving comments. So learning how to deal with those comments, and some of those comments, sometimes we need to hear them, but not let it get to you, right? Only if it's constructive criticism, because not all the comments that people leave are going to be love. A lot of it is a lot of hate. So yeah, definitely, essentially we're public figures now, right?
Right.
By posting videos, vlogging of our lives. So for me, like, I want to say Jeremy has stronger skin than I do. So sometimes it's hard for me to read the comments because I'm going to read something that's just going to make me lose sleep at night. So learning to just letting it go and not letting it bother me is probably one of my weaknesses, is taking it personally.
Oh gosh, I hear you, sister.
Yeah.
And especially if they say anything about Jack, I get really upset. I'm like, excuse me? You don't talk to my husband.
You don't talk about my man like that.
That's for me.
Hold my earring. Somebody hold my earrings.
I'm like, and so many people have opinions like about their hair or what they're wearing or what they look like. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, we're so judgy about the littlest things. And it's like, oh my gosh.
That's why I said control. That would probably be my biggest control, because I like to be secure in everything that I'm doing. And then if I'm not, then my anxiety starts peaking. And I'm an open book with you guys, because I don't want you guys, even if like George said, we are a public figure, but we're human. So all of the feelings that you feel, I can almost guarantee we probably have the same feelings. Maybe some of us might be a little more confident in other areas than the other. But just learning not to feel as if I have to control everything around me all the time, because just like you, Jana, I'm an empathy. Is that how you say empathy? Empathizer.
Empathize.
Yeah. So I naturally feed off of people's emotions and stuff like that. So if I feel like there's a way that I could fix it, I tend to, but then I'm finding as I get older that sometimes, just like Jana says, you almost have to have them go through their own roller coaster in a sense and not stop them in their track. Like, put on your seatbelt. They sometimes might just need to go over that hill alone and realize that G-force is there and it is going to get them, and they better hold on. Hold on.
You see what Mama G wrote in the chat?
What'd she say? Empathetic. Oh my gosh. You're right. Hold on. I didn't even see it. Why?
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh, I missed it. It's okay.
She's a crack up.
But yeah, just learning to love yourself, just like Liz says. I mean, and everyone else, we can come in agreement. Be strong and confident in what you have to offer, and whoever you believe in, whatever your spiritual guidance is that gets you up in the morning, because I mean, as long as you believe in something, I think that's beautiful. So just keep on going with that. And honestly, all of these women on this panel, I can honestly say, are very approachable. They'll probably tell you their opinion, and they'll probably tell it to you like from the heart. But if you ever feel low, I can't imagine that any one of us wouldn't be there for you to support you and to guide you if we can. And that's why I love the Boss Babes panel, because we get to come together and we get to talk and we get to just let you guys know, like, hey, we're in the same place as you guys. We don't know what's coming tomorrow, but all we do know is that we have each other, and that's enough for me. So
I love it.
I get a little gushy. At the end of all of our lives, I always get like a little emotional. I'm like, don't you cry, girl. Don't do it. Heart to
Thankful for you.
Yeah. We really are. Seriously.
Yeah.
But on that note, I know it's not October anymore, but the storage ladies have came, they saw, they conquered, and one hurrah for the ladies. Storage Busters.
I love it.
This was ad-libbed, ladies.
Storage
Busters.
Can we just say boss babe?
Oh yeah, Boss Babes. These are not speared fingers.
I like that.
They're yeah, Boss Babes.
the
Oh,
jam,
turkey.
jam.
We're turkeys. We're turkeys.
Until next month. Next month we'll be back on a Saturday, sometime in December. So be looking for it.
Oh yeah, it'll be the Christmas edition.
Christmas edition.
Yeah.
It'll be crazy.
And we can't guarantee what day as of now, but we can tell you there will be another auction. So stay tuned. Christmas is coming up, so you know what that means. Super awesome lot. Stay tuned.
That's right. All
And
right.
if you're here before anybody else, guess who's getting the deals first? All you 53 beautiful souls in here. So share, get the word out. I'm going to say peace signs up. Any last words? Anyone?
Happy Thanksgiving to everyone and their family.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Be
Gobble,
thankful.
gobble.
Yes.
Next time.
May you get the larger end of the wishbone.